Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we are going to be looking at all of my physical books that I haven't read, aka my physical TBR. First, I think I'm gonna count how many books I have in total, so then we can, subtract and see. So let's go. Okay, we have to do 91 plus 75. 167, so we're gonna round that to 170. Can you even see me? I don't even know, bro. I have around 170 books in total on my shelf, not counting if I read them or not. So first, I'm going to remove all the books on this shelf that I haven't read. I hope you feel it too. Okay, so the current pile from that shelf isn't bad. I think this tower might fall. Okay, so I finished. So there are 3 full stacks of fantasy books and almost 2 full stacks of romance with a little bit of fiction and mystery and stuff like that. So now let's go through all of these books. This is a test angle. We sit. Oh, it just fell on top. Okay, don't mind that pile that just fell, but we're gonna start with the fantasy books. First, we have Obsidian by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I don't know. Why did I buy this? Because of his bright edges. I don't know anything about this book. Okay, the first thing is starting over sucks. Cool. Until I spotted my hot neighbor with his looming height, eerie green eyes. Thanks for looking up. And then he opened his mouth. Okay. He's an alien. The hot alien living next door marks me. Okay, so a lot of people read this. I've been Goodreads. There's a lot of reviews. I think I'm gonna keep this. The text is really big, so yeah, this is book number 1. So then I have the Book Eaters. Basically, this is about people eating books. I don't know. To be honest, I got this because Sarah Crowley got this, and she's queen, but I think she got rid of this book. The pages are also, the text is really small. I don't know if you can see that. Yes, that's a determining factor, and I've determined I don't want to read it. Unhauling. And then I have The Night Circus. I don't know, I've heard really good things about this. I've had this on my shelf for I think over 2 years, and I don't think I'm gonna read it. If I do read it, I could just get it from the library or something. I think I might unhaul this as well. Okay, so then I have An Ember in the Ashes by Salva Tahir. I'm gonna keep this one 100%. I've heard such good things about this. I thought I'd never heard about this book before, but I actually have, because they changed the covers I think a year ago or something, and the text is also quite big. I appreciate that. So yeah, I don't know what it's about. There's a school, it's fantasy. I'm keeping it 100%. And then I have Red Rising by Pierce Brown. I am scared of this book. It's sci-fi. It's very daunting. Someone says it's reminiscent of The Hunger Games and Game of Thrones. It's kind of interesting, but I'm definitely gonna keep it. I don't know when I'm gonna read it though. And then I actually got, oh, hello. No, wait your turn. And I have A Curse, So Dark and Lonely. Yeah, I think this is a retelling of Beauty and the Beast, yes. Oh, Stephanie Garber has a blurb on it. I don't know, if this gives anything that Stephanie Garber gives, I'm keeping it. And then I have Red Queen. This is probably one of the books that's been on my shelf for the longest. This is probably the longest. I got this because I don't know. I'm so close to reading this, but I don't want to commit to that series, and I don't know if I can just read one book. I probably can. I don't have to continue series. I have to learn that mentally. I don't have to continue series. I do actually think I'll keep it. I actually got it available on Libby. I never read it. It expired. So I will read it. eventually. Mark my words. Then I'm definitely keeping this one as well. Lovely War by Julie Berry. So basically this is following 4 people: Hazel, James, Aubrey, and Colette, classical pianist from London, a British would-be architect turned soldier, a Harlem-born ragtime genius in the US Army, an Belgian orphan with a gorgeous voice and devastating past. Their story, as told by goddess Aphrodite, that's so cool, must spin the tale or face judgment on Mount Olympus, is filled with hope and heartbreak, prejudice and passion, reveals that though war is a formidable force, it's no match for the transcendent power of love. That sounds so good, and I think Destiny said, well, I think she gave this like 5 stars, so I trust her. Definitely keeping this. And then I have Assistant to the Villain. I've heard this is like more funny. I don't even know what this is about, to be honest. I'm gonna read this part. Assistant 1, a notorious high-ranking villain seeks loyal, level-headed assistant for unspecified office duty, supporting staff for random mayhem and terror and other dark things in general. Discretion a must. Excellent benefits. And this little frog, that's kind of funny. I don't know. I've heard this book is like kind of, it's a fun time. I think there's another book. Is it going to be a trilogy? I don't know. I thought it was a standalone. It's not. So either I'm going to read this or the audiobook. And then I have Light Lark. You've probably seen this all over TikTok. I have, which is why I bought it. They're making this into a movie. I think it's going to be like, I thought it was a trilogy. There's going to be, I think the 4th book has been announced. I think it's going to be 5 books. I don't even know. I've heard, so basically they're at an island called Light Lark and it appears for only 100 days to host a deadly game where the rulers of 6 realms fight to break the curses and win unparalleled power. You're thrown onto an island and like, hey, survive. That sounds fun. I'm keeping it. I haven't had this for that long. These Hollow Vows by Lexi Ryan. I feel like this book, from what I've heard, it's very YA. Some YA books I feel like are more advanced than others. This might not be, but it is a duology. I'm gonna keep it. Okay, then I have Belladonna by Adeline Grace. I've had this on my shelf for a while. Oh my god. Hello, wait your turn. I know she has like a romance with like death. I keep on putting this off to read during the fall time. I think if I don't read it this year, I'm gonna unhaul it. And then I have Renegades by Marissa Mayer. Keeping this 100%, I read Heartless by Marissa Mayer and I adored it. It's like a retelling of Queen of Hearts, like an origin story of Queen of Hearts. Basically, these are kind of like superhero people. They're humans with extraordinary powers. It seems cool. The only reason why I've been putting it off is because it's like 550 pages and I don't think it's on Kindle Unlimited. If it was on Kindle Unlimited, I probably would have already read it, but it's not. I'm gonna keep it though. I will read it, okay? That's been on my shelf for a long time. And then I have We Hunt the Flame. I actually started reading this book. Like I read the first page and I think I was so out of it. I couldn't read it. So I put it down, but I will read this. I've heard really good things. I think it's a duology. I love duologies. Duologies are awesome. Then I have Skyward by Brandon Sanderson. I think this is more sci-fi. Is it sci-fi? Yeah, her world has been under attack for decades now, pilots are the heroes of what's left of the human race. So it's giving dystopian. I don't know, I've heard really good things about Brandon Sanderson. I've never read a book by him, so how many pages? 500? I hate the books where they don't look that long, but then the pages are awfully thin. You know, I'm gonna put that away before something bad happens. Okay, next pile. So I have Rebel Witch by Kristen. I don't know how to read Italian names. Oh, can you chill? Oh. Anyways, 100% keeping this because I read Heartless Hunter, which is the first book. This is the final book in the duology. I just read a really interesting line. I forgot what happened in Heartless Hunter, so I think I'm gonna have to skim through that just to jog my memory. I really like that book though. I gave it 5 stars. I think based on the vibes. Was it perfect? No, but I loved it. I mean, Rachel Gillig, keeping this. Studying Drowning by Ava Reed. So I've seen very mixed reviews. I saw it when it came out and I bought it when it came out. I don't know, I've heard it's like a really slow, cozy fantasy, and those aren't my vibes. I don't think the Goodreads rating is super high. I could be making that up, but I don't know. What is it even about? This is the last paragraph. As the 2 rival students investigate the reclusive author's legacy, piecing together clues through his letters, books, and diaries, they discover that the house's foundation isn't the only thing that can't be trusted. There are dark forces, both mortal and magical, conspiring against them, and the truth may bring them both to ruin. And I will get back to you, but this is in the 50-50 pile. And then I have Death. Oh, not Death. Masters of Death by Olivia Blake. I bought this so long ago and I keep on again putting it off to read during fall. Same with this. First of all, oh hello, that's gorgeous. Okay, there's another one here too. So nice. I've heard Olivia Blake's writing style is very lyrical and poetic. I might be making it up. Viola is a struggling real estate agent and a vampire, but her biggest problem currently is that the house she needs to sell is haunted. The ghost haunting the house has been murdered, and until he can solve the mystery of how he died, he refuses to move on. Fox is a medium, and though he is also most definitely a shameless fraud, he isn't entirely without his uses, seeing as he's actually the godson of death. So when Viola seeks out Fox to help her with the ghost-infested mansion, he becomes, I don't know, involved quests. I don't know, it seems cool. I don't know if there's a romance in here. If there's a romance, I'm gonna keep it to the end of this year. This is also in the 50/50 pile. And then I have Foul Lady Fortune by Chloe Gong. So I have a little story on this. I read These Violent Delights and Our Violent End. These Violent Delights I like. I saw the potential. Read the second book. I listened to both these on audio, by the way. The second book I stopped listening on audio for 1 year. I don't remember what it was about, but I wanted to give it 5 stars. So I marked it as read on Goodreads because I read it. I dedicated time to it. I think I'm gonna keep this. If I never feel inclined to read this, I'm not. This is interconnected, by the way. So the character from that duology. Then this one I'm definitely keeping, On the Moon Hatch by Sarah A. Parker. I don't know what it's about. It's fantasy. I think there's dragons. Yep, there's dragons, and that's cool. And then this one definitely keeping. I just bought this actually. The Night and the Moth by Rachel Gillig. It was the last Barnes & Noble edition. Look how pretty these edges are. Look how nice that is. Like, gorgeous. I don't know what it's about. I know there's a knight. Is there a knight? I saw a quote from the romance though, and I'm like sold. And it's Rachel Gillig. She eats. So definitely keeping that. I really want to read that soon. Okay, Mystery of Time. A boy meets a girl. The past meets a future. A finger meets a trigger. The beginning meets the end. That sounds cool. I know Haley Pham gave this 5 stars, so I bought it. I don't think Goodreads is very passionate about this book. I think it has like a 3.6, which isn't that good. Emily Henry liked it. I'm gonna keep it. I'm intrigued, and it's also short. If I don't like it, I can always DNF it, okay? That option exists. Chain of Gold by Cassandra Clare. It's the Last Hours trilogy. First book. It has the same characters. I think it has Tessa and Will from the Infernal Devices trilogy, and it's their kids. So I was obsessed with that trilogy, so I needed more of them, but I think this took a long time to deliver, and by then I already forgot about it. So I'm gonna keep it. Here are these 2 books. So I read the first book, which is, what's it called? Defy the Night. And I bought this book, but I already started another book, and I never started this one. And then one day I went to Barnes, and I feel like I have to buy a book every time I go to Barnes, so I bought this one. And guess what? I opened it. Tell me why it's signed. But I don't want to read it. I know I'm not going to read it, because to read it, I have to reread the first book, and it's 500 pages. I'm going to unhaul this. Kid of Iron Flame by Rebecca Yarros. As we all know, Fourth Wing. I liked Fourth Wing. I think I gave it a higher rating than I actually believed because of its sheer popularity. It was so popular, so big. I don't remember what happened. I don't even remember their names. I know Violet and Zayden? Is that his name? Yes. I don't really want to read it. I'm done with this series, to be honest. I'm done. I know the 3rd book came out, like Onyx Storm. I don't want to read it. I pre-ordered it too. I bought a box set. So I was watching Shadow and Bone on Netflix, and I was liking it, but I was never like fully obsessed with it. And then I wanted to read Six of Crows, but I saw everyone be like, oh, like you have to read this to really enjoy Six of Crows. I think I read about like 30 pages of this, and I thought it was too childy. I don't want to read it. I might have to unhaul it. Okay, and then I have Vicious by V.E. Schwab. Keeping this, I don't even know what it's about. It's V.E. Schwab, love her. Okay, this one I'm a bit intimidated by. I think if I don't read it, I'll give it another year. If I don't read it in like a year, I'll get rid of it. It's A Darker Shade of Magic. And then I have All This Twisted Glory by Tara Mafi. I pre-ordered this, 1st edition, and it's signed. So the first book is called This Woven Kingdom. I think I gave it 3.25 stars. The ending I loved. The rest of the book I was like, okay, can we get somewhere? And then next book, what's it called? Oh, thank you. These Infinite Threads. Oh, loved it. Cyrus? Love him. I don't remember what happened, but I do definitely want to read this and definitely continue the series because it was awesome. I have Empire of Storms and Tower of Dawn. This is part of the Throne of Glass series. I actually started the tandem read for this. I got to page 174 on this one, and I got to page 155 on this one. So we got relatively far. Just the tandem, it took so much out of me, and I was like binging the series, and I got into a slump. It was bad, and instead of just sitting there without reading any books, I soft DNF'd them. But I don't remember what they're about. I'm definitely keeping these 100%. I'm determined to finish the series. I think I'm just gonna have to watch like some summary on YouTube of like Queen of Shadows. I loved Air of Fire. Queen of Shadows I loved. Air of Fire is when that whole series, like it just takes like such a turn that's like so crazy. Anyways, keeping these. These are I'm also keeping. I started reading this just to read a book, and I don't know. I forgot what what's happening. So, and then I have The Ashes and Starcursed King by Krista Broadbent. I read The Serpent and the Wings of Night. Gave that book 4.75. Loved it. Started reading this book. I got to page 158. I actually added a sticky note on what was happening. I would love to reread the first book and then dive into this book, so I'm keeping this. I also have the indie editions. They actually got officially published, but I have the indie covers. And that's it for fantasy. Let's go put these away. Okay, wow, this actually gave me a lot of space. Wow, okay. I don't know what to do with all the space. That's another problem. Okay, now I'm going to start with this little pile, which is fiction and mystery and whatever. So first I have Billy Summers by Stephen King. I'm still intrigued with this. I've had this for a while. So I'm gonna give myself, I think, another year on this book as well. And if I don't read it, then goodbye. And then I have The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. Definitely keeping this as well. Then I have Us Against You by Frederick Bachman. So I read Beartown. I gave it 3.5 stars. I don't think I was in the right state of mind to read it. So, I don't know, I might want to reread it, re-listen to it, just really soak it up, and then read this. Because I refuse to believe that I didn't enjoy it and everyone else did. I also have Anxious People by Frederick Bachman. I'm keeping that. I just bought this one, actually. It's called Main Characters. I got this from the Strand in New York City. It's signed. Wow, so cool. Thieves Gambit, keeping this. Killer Instinct, 100%. I was actually thinking about reading this next. By Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This is the second book in the Naturals series. I think I'm gonna unhaul this one. It's just not my vibe. I don't know why I got it. I wanted it to be my vibe, but it's not. And see, this is how we learn what our book taste is. And this is not my book taste, so we're gonna get rid of it. If I ever want to read it, I'll listen to it. Okay, final two piles, basically. Romance. We have Before We Were Strangers. Keeping this, without a doubt. I think I'm gonna read this for my summer reading book. I got this, I think, 2 Christmases ago. It's The Christmas Fix by Lucy Score. I heard this isn't even very Christmassy. If I don't read it this Christmas, I'm getting rid of it. So by the end of the year, if I don't read it, goodbye. Okay, Taming 7. I actually bought all the UK covers of the Boys of Thomas series, except for Releasing 10. Yeah, not gonna read it 100%. Every summer after, I just bought this as well at the actually Union Square Barnes in New York City. Yeah, Every Summer After by Carly Fortune. I read This Summer Will Be Different by her last year, and I gave it 4.25 stars. And One Golden Summer I just recently read, and I gave it 5 stars. I loved it. And they're making this, I know Prime's adapting it, released the cast and everything, so I'm excited. I'm going to a lake, actually. Stay tuned for that, and we're gonna read this on the lake. Summer Romance and Monaghan. Keeping this. Okay, this one I actually started, and then I wasn't in the mood, so I soft DNF'd it. I did not get that far. No. Did I get that far? I'm shocked. Well, I soft DNF'd it, so we're keeping it. Same author, With a View, keeping it. Just bought this one. Sounds Like Love by Ashley Poston. They're Romantics, keeping it. Even if I don't read it, like by the end of this year, I could just read it whenever. Practice Makes Perfect, I started, and then I just stopped. I got, nice. I was getting rid of that anyway. Keeping. How to Walk Away, Catherine Center, keeping. And then The Rom-Commers by Catherine Center, keeping. I have to pick those up. The Books Were Safe. The Good Part by Sophie Cousins. Okay, is living the life you wish for really a dream come true? Lucy Young is 26. Nope. Lucy Young is 26 and tired. Blah, blah, blah. Lucy stumbles upon a wishing machine. Lucy closes her eyes and wishes with all her might, please let me skip to the good part of my life. When she wakes up the next morning to a handsome man, a ring on her finger, a high-powered job, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I'll keep it. 1-star romance. I'm aware this is more fiction than romance. That's what I've heard. Oh, cool. I have a Monaghan, actually. Has something on it. I'm gonna keep it. I know on Goodreads this doesn't have very good reviews, but I'm keeping it because I want more of a fiction read. Love Interest, Claire Gilmore, keeping. First Time Caller, keeping. Blonde Identity, I'm keeping, but if I don't read it anytime soon, I'm getting rid of it. Conditions of Will by Krista Hastings, keeping this. I also just got this. Friend Zone and Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez, keeping. Abby Jimenez is my queen. Okay, this is a funny story. Yeah, Emily Henry. Okay, spoiler alert by Olivia D. I would never buy something like this. I wouldn't. When I went to the Strand, I got a book, the wrapped books, blind book. Yes, I got this. I already know I'm not gonna like it. I'm gonna get rid of this. Sorry. Book Lovers, Emily Henry and Beach Read, keeping. Nothing Like the Movies by Lynn Painter, keeping. And Great Big Beautiful Life, Emily Henry, keeping. Let's put those away. so now I'm gonna count how many books that were on my TBR, including the ones I unhauled. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 55. Okay, 55. All of the ones that I am planning on reading. So now, all the ones I'm planning to unhaul. Did I say 54? 55. 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64. These two I'm in limbo with. Editing me will let you know if I'm keeping these or not. So 65 and 66. So in total, all of the ones I'm unhauling, 10. That's really good. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you've read any of the books that I haven't read and you want to convince me to read them, just go for it. That's it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed and see you in the next one. Bye.